coming and being a volunteer, when I was at High Point University or college, which is what it was when I was there, which I liked, my roommate was actually a volunteer here at the museum, and so I came down here with her. And so that was kind of my first getting hooked on being interested in the High Point Museum. I loved it. I loved working with the society and with the staff, and it just kind of grew from there. And eventually, I don't know why, but I always end up being the secretary of almost anything I'm on, because I'm just a natural note taker, I guess. So then from there, it just kind of grew into, oh, you want me to be board chair? What happened there? I'm like, oh, okay. But you know, working on the board and being board chair was kind of interesting to me because they wanted a working board at that point, and that's kind of my philosophy as well. If you're going to be on a board, you need to be a working board.
I was very fortunate to be serving as chairman of the Board of Trustees during the merger of the High Point Museum and the City of High Point, which was, I believe, one of the best things that ever happened to our historical society and our museum. Merging with the City of High Point provided us more financial stability, more opportunities, and as it has occurred, we now have more staff. I knew all through the process, even though it was very, very difficult, I knew during the process that the future for the museum was going to be better, and it's what the community of High Point needed. So even though it was tough, we moved forward and we got it done, and it really is and has turned out to be, in the years that have passed since then, to be a tremendous benefit for High Point and for the High Point Museum and Historical Society.
In the future, I'd like to see us getting more involved in the community. Things like the tour that I do of Washington Street. I enjoy it, people enjoy it. And you're getting involved with a segment of the community which is important in terms of preserving that history. And I'd like to see us do more of that, whether it's black, white, no matter. But we've got to get out there, and but like everything else, it takes money. It takes money, and well, you can only dream. And I'm a dreamer, you know. I dream of a larger facility where we can display more items. We don't have that.
And one of the things that I always do when I do a tour of High Point is I always come by the High Point Museum, and I tell them a bit about the history of the museum, about the community, and how much it meant to me when I came to High Point, and I always encourage them to be involved.
I think the museum is a wonderful place, and I think High Point deserves to support the museum and support the things that the Historical Society is doing. So I really think that's a good thing for High Point, and I really hope that people will do that in the future, now and in the future. So.
And just the fact to see it to grow and become mature. And a museum's never done. It's always got places to go and things to do. But I think that I think it's on the right track, and it means a lot to me to see it. When I think how young I was when it started and how old I am now, it's hard to believe. It truly is.